Media and popular culture at large has to be one of the most overlooked aspects of our society in terms of the potential change it can have. When most people consume media, whether it be a TV show, book, film, or anything of that nature, most value it as only a general pastime. Something to turn on in the background to help time go faster when they are handling some responsibility or daily task. And while there isn't anything inherently wrong or disingenuous about consuming media in this fashion, there is far more to it than just this. Media, in all of its glory, is an art form. Art, defined as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, is intrinsically tied to all of our media, since our media comes from expressing and applying what is in one's soul. Take music and TV, for example. Both products of the human soul put into something that can be consumed by other people, whether it be your eyes, ears, or both. Furthermore, once you understand that media is an art form, your conscious understanding of it may begin to change. Most people have a deal of respect for the word art. Even if they don't get its full context, the word alone carries a certain weight to it. This is mainly due to the fact that the word art is often tied to something of high quality. Think paintings during the Renaissance era, or sculptures of distinguished individuals. So once people hear and understand that the word media and art, for all intents and purposes, are the same, their consumption of the product will also change. To give you an example of this, I'm going to use myself. As a child, I often just viewed TV shows as a pastime. Something I would turn on when I was bored to have some fun. But when I hit the age of around 17, my perception of media changed. And soon enough, so did I. Specifically, it was while watching an anime called Naruto. Naruto at its heart is a story about revenge and the cost of it. It goes in depth about the cycle of violence, how an eye for an eye truly makes the whole world blind, and that the only way to overcome this cycle is to be the bigger person in the hardest moments, and to look for the good in people when it seems like all is lost. It's a story that makes you question yourself, your beliefs, and the decisions that you make in your own life. And that is exactly what ended up happening to me. While consuming this story, I found myself starting to ask questions about my own life. I started to question my own experiences and the way I was reacting to them. These are the kind of hard questions that you aren't really told to ask about yourself growing up. So this was all a brand new experience for me. And after asking myself these hard questions, my viewpoint on life changed. What was once commonplace and justifiable for me in terms of acting out and responding to situations became something that I questioned and even judged. And these questions would end up having a butterfly effect that would change the entire course of my life. If this media never reached me, I wouldn't be here today presenting this to you. I wouldn't have the positive relationships that I currently do, and in all honesty, I would just be a far worse person overall. Unfortunately, however, I still constantly see people online viewing media as something subpar, something irrelevant to most conversations, when that can't be further from the truth. Media, and the media that you consume more often than not, reflects the views of you as an individual. Furthermore, when you consume different kinds of high-quality products, your personal views end up challenged in a positive way, which can make you a more well-rounded individual. A great example of this challenge that is currently happening today and is relevant is the Last of Us TV show and the decision that the main character Joel makes at the end of the first season. His decision is a complex one. It's a nuanced decision, pushed by self-interest, but has the backing of logical reasoning. It's a decision that pushes discussion, sparking debates online about not only what is morally acceptable, but what your feelings on the topic say about you. These discussions, while difficult, are necessary in order for people in our society to keep progressing. And as someone who often participates actively in these discussions, I have to say that this one specifically, regarding The Last of Us, has been a huge moment in media history that has impacted a lot of people in a very constructive way, myself included. All in all, media and pop culture is something that I highly value. It's something that I think more people need to acknowledge as an integral and valuable part of our society, and it's something that I truly love. I'm very glad to have been given this platform to communicate with peers and friends about a topic that is so valuable to me, and I will continue to do so in the future. And with all that being said, I'm hoping you took something positive from this video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and peace.